are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Going for the deep ball. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Ryan. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Kyle Pitts out of Florida was the 4th overall pick in the 2021 draft, the highest a tight end has ever been taken. A lot of people thought he was the best player in the draft as well. Wearing number 8, he's a matchup nightmare for any defense. Good grab there for a first down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Patterson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throwing into the hands of Pitts here. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the 4th quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this first quarter already, and now after that completion, they're set up first and goal.
Patterson is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And they'll run again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is third and goal.
20.
To throw is Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one, and I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
And he's got room. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
On first down, Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On second down, it's Sanders. And he's got this down to the 35. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. First and goal at the 1. Sanders, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders punching it in from a yard away. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. about set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Ryan. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Play action. Here's Hurts. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Hurts. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's the Eagles' new punter for 2021, Aaron Sipos, to punt it away. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, Ryan. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Greg Ward deep for Philadelphia. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want...
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Ryan. And this one is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now Ryan. This one left side caught by Patterson. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that'll bring up fourth down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. .158 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Hurts throw here complete to Ward. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, it certainly feels like we can't mention Greg Ward without using the phrase converted quarterback, but he's turned into an excellent, dependable receiver. Wound up leading the Eagles with 53 catches last season.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
And what a year Devontae Smith had at Alabama in 2020. The first wide receiver to win the Heisman since Desmond Howard in 1991 while he was at Michigan. The 10th overall pick of the Eagles, who traded up from number 12 to get him. He's reunited with his old quarterback Jalen Hurts from a few years back at Alabama. 117 catches last year, led all of major college football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 17, Hurts. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Hurt sets up to throw it. The quick slant caught. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
That's exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Here's Ryan going to fire this out wide. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd down, it's Patterson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On the keeper, here's Ryan. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Probably helps your confidence level on those 4th down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is.
Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end and make sure the ball gets to the first down marker. But also, he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind that offensive line in order to move forward. Because if he just runs it straight up and down.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
And that's another Falcons first down, courtesy of a catch there by Calvin Ridley. Now in his 4th season, he's coming off of his best year yet in 2020. 90 catches, close to 1,400 yards receiving. He continues to ascend up the charts as one of the top receivers in the NFL.
54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field. It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Williams to return. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
At their own 8-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. On second down now, it's Patterson, and he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Ryan. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now it's Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that, has been confidence. Because even if they...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On first down, Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He's got a man. It's Tajay Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On third down, Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eaglesons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Hurts fumbles it. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And Sanders has got it complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Eagles are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction. And that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Philadelphia, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.